Here I am going to talk about relative frequency and cumulative frequency distribution. Relative frequency distribution has frequency for each class or category replaced with relative frequency, whereas cumulative frequency distribution has frequency for each class or category replaced with cumulative frequency. For example, given the following frequencies, we want to find relative and cumulative frequencies. So, relative frequency has a formula. Relative frequency equals to frequency over total frequency. So, for this interval, if we are trying to find the relative frequency, our formula is frequency over total frequency. So, the total frequency is 30, which is here, and the frequency for this interval is 1. So, the relative frequency for this interval is 1 over 30. Similarly, let's try to look for this interval. So, its frequency is 3 and the total frequency is 30. So, the relative frequency for this interval is 3 over 30. Similarly, for this class interval, its frequency is 9 and the total frequency is 30. So, the relative frequency is 9 over 30. Now, let's look at this one. So, it will be 11 over 30. Now, for this interval, it will be 4 over 30. Finally, for the last interval, so the relative frequency is 2 over 30. Now, let's talk about this column. This column is about cumulative frequency. So, the cumulative frequency is equal to sum of frequencies up to the current class. So, for this interval, the cumulative frequency is 1. Now, for this interval, the cumulative frequency is 1 plus 3, which is 4. Okay. So, for this interval, the cumulative frequency is 4 plus 9, which is 13. So, for this interval, cumulative frequency is 11 plus 13, which is 24. For this interval, cumulative frequency is 4 plus 24, which is 28. Finally, cumulative frequency for this interval is 28 plus 2, which is 30.